Okay, now that we've started to familiarize ourselves with Onshape, we're going to learn how to use dimensions and constraints to create a dimension drawing. So again, I'm going to open a new document. I'm going to call this Drawing 1, because we'll have a couple of them. And what I'm going to do is draw the image that I see on the left. And so when I look at the left, I see that I was using the top plane. So I'm going to choose the top plane for my sketch. I'm going to adjust my view so I can view this normal to that top plane. And I'm going to start this sketch by just sketching out that shape. Okay, I've got 6 sides, so I'm going to draw this hexagon. So I've got my line tool. I'm just going to work out the shape, and then when I'm done, I'll dimension it so that it's the correct size. The dimensioning tool is in your sketching menu. It's on the far right. It says dimension. And what we can do is now tap on this line with our dimension tool selected. So I'm going to start by using the bottom line. And right now it says that it's 12.438 inches. So I want to change that, so I'm going to tap on that number and I want it to be 8. Okay. I can move my dimensions anywhere I want in my drawing. I can drag that up and down. All right, so now I'm going to go around and add these other two dimensions of 2 and 4. So I want this line to be 2. Put that out there. And from this point to this corner, I want that to be 4. A couple other things that I noticed that are off over in this region of my drawing is when I look over at the left, these are clearly 90-degree angles, and I do not have that right here. I can dimension my angles. I'll show you how to do that in a moment, but I also have a constraint called perpendicular, and so that's going to be a little quicker for me to use. To use that constraint, I need to come back over here and select my 2 lines and then choose the constraint called perpendicular, and it just makes them perpendicular. I'm pretty sure the ones on the right are perpendicular already, but it's pretty easy to just do that to make sure. All right, this doesn't look quite right still. These are the only dimensions I see on this outer shape. What I see here is the diameter of my circle is 2. So I've got some options. I can head over to the right-hand side and I can dimension over there, or I can just keep working my way around and labeling some more of these angles. For example, if I look at this drawing and see these perpendicular lines, I can see that that's a 45-degree angle right there, and I know a straight line is 180. So if I subtract 180 minus 45, I get 135. So I'm going to dimension this angle right here by tapping on this line and this line. Oops. I don't want that. I think I need to zoom in to be able to grab both of them. 1, 2. Now you can see that I can change my angle measurement. So this should be 135. That looks a lot better. I'm going to zoom back out. I'm going to head to the other side. So again, this dimension here should be 2. From this point to that point should be 4. Good. This angle, right here. Oh goodness. Try zooming in a little bit more. Choose my dimension tool. There we go. This should be 135. All right, this looks good. Now I need to draw the circle at the top. The circle looks like it is centered on that top line. So I'm going to grab my center point circle. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so I can see that top line well, and I'm going to drag my cursor along this top line. Oh, and notice it'll just grab the midpoint. So that's where I want it centered. I'm just going to choose an arbitrary circle and let go. And now I'm going to dimension the diameter of my circle. So I tap on the outer edge with my dimension tool. There it goes. I ended up with 2 of them. There we go. Now I'll tap on that number. I want it to be 2. Good. All right, and now we have our dimensioned drawing. I would like you to turn in both this one and the second one. And I believe the directions say to add your initials or your name to your drawings. If you'd like to use the text tool to do that, you are more than welcome to do that, okay, rather than drawing it in bubble letters like last time. All right, good work.